by allowing him to do this, it creates a universe where effectively Twitch has a pattern of behavior of allowing violent behavior like this to happen, right? I mean, I think that that's kind of what the assumption is going to be, right?
On Twitch, that would get me banned 100%. I think I might have, or other people have been banned for stuff like that. Like, you can't do that because clearly the signal that you're giving to your chat is to search for, to try to dox the person.
It's time to crusade Iran and Gaza. Mamdani communists. Let's go to war against the left.
In our sincerity and actually delivering for the very working people who've been left behind by our politics, compared with what the president has been. I would tell him, the last person who couldn't get my name right, we defeated them, and that's what it's going to look like again.
Okay, fair enough. As you may.
Oh, you found his account?
Today, I will show you 3 ways you can use your smart.
Wait, this is the guy?
First thing we want to do is download the YouTube VPN app, which we can do through the first link in the description.
Fuck are you gonna do, bro? Write a petition? Let's do a crusade, he says. Let's do a fucking crusade, he says. Let's hang Hasan and Mamdani for treason, he says. The fuck are you gonna do? Go on a fishing expedition? Try to put malware in my phone? Is that what you're gonna do? You skinny bitch, ugly ass. That's not him, it's this.
Hey yo, dead ass G, my bad pimp. That's just what happened when you a motherfucking real ass boss.
Does he even show his face in it?
Ping for US servers is kind of high, or there is.
Oh no, it's even worse. It's even worse. Fucking dude who is advocating to this dude who's advocating to hang me for treason is mad at me, okay? Is mad at me and doesn't realize that
This sound is, the Metal Gear Solid sound is way too loud.
he already got sight-wided. Oh, yeah, they already got fucking clapped. Hanged.
The gun stuff is really wild, though. I'm not trying to defend them, but is looking up someone's username and clicking on the YouTube video really doxing? I thought doxing was private info. No. Doxing is all about intention. It has nothing to do with the info that you actually look up, okay? A little bit, but barely. But doxing has more to do with intention than anything else. If you're trying to find stuff that a person probably doesn't want found, and then you're connecting it to other stuff for the purpose of harassment, that's what doxing is. Anybody that tells you differently is a retard and doesn't believe what they're even telling you. But the, what the fuck? Did something just fall off my ceiling? Never mind. I see ants everywhere, all over my skin. And the idea of like telling your audience to like Google around and look for socials with somebody on stream, on Twitch, that would get me banned 100%. I think I might have, or other people have been banned for stuff like that. Like, you can't do that because clearly the signal that you're giving to your chat is to search for, to try to dox the person.
1 day later.
All right, let me do my quick LSF dip, or Hasan memes, and then I can...
I had to check there for myself. I was confused.
Watch my crazies.
It's also incitement to violence, trying to get his viewers to do something. Well, I'll watch it and I'll see what they. I'll see what he says, right? Because in my opinion, this is what I'm assuming that legal mindset says. I haven't seen it yet. Is that by allowing him to do this, it creates a universe where effectively Twitch has a pattern of behavior of allowing violent behavior like this to happen, right? I mean, I think that that's kind of what the assumption is going to be, right? It creates a precedent of ignoring this behavior. So when something bad like this happens in the future, obviously they could be held liable. So yeah, Hasan's response to the gun drama brings up the Charlie gun. Yeah, I mean, I saw a little bit about that. I don't know exactly. I mean, it's not the difference.
What was the
is
Charlie
that
gun thing? I think we watched this, but it was a long time ago.
Charlie brought up a gun, and he was explaining the pieces of a gun. He wasn't using it as a threat. Hasan was using it obviously as a threat. It's a totally different context.
Oh, the magazine clip thing with Sneeko. Oh, hold on, I'm so sorry. There's no way that Hasan compared himself to Moist Critical in the way that they brought up the gun stuff, right? Like, Asmongold just brought that up for no reason, or somebody in chat mentioned it, right? Ooh.
Is waving a gun around on Twitch considered a crime or breaking terms of service? This is not a real gun.
Oh, no. Hold on 1 second.
Pussy.
Pussy.
And not only that, but also, I like that this is the new meta. People are like, dude, I can't believe you were waving a gun around. Good luck, dude. Guy comes in here, says, I'm going to assassinate you. I say, good luck, and do this. And now the soy right is fucking crying about it. Okay. Good luck. What am I supposed to do if I'm the endless recipient of death threats? I can't even have a little bit of fun with it? Every single person that masturbated when Moist Critical did the exact same thing, okay, is now going, this guy needs to be banned immediately. Post haste, please. You should keep it in frame. I do. Here you go.
Okay. Where does somebody have the Moist Critical video? I think it was just him loading like an AR-15, explaining to Sneeko that it was between it was the clip and mag thing, I think people said, right?
Imbecile, you absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips, you absolute fucking dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags. Stop saying clips, you look fucking stupid here. Anyway, sorry for the gun anatomy lesson. He was very upset, so he was threatening to come...
What an unbelievable comparison. Okay. Yeah, and also this is a YouTube video instead of streamed, but like, Destiny, I can't fucking take it anymore. XCC comes over the LA riots and anything else the left does bad, but he's fucking silent whenever this government does evil shit. Even right now, he's subbing up Trump's speech in the bill. I'm going to lose it. It's because people are retarded. They don't understand anything about government or legislation or anything else, and there's nobody else to talk about it, so.
Watching other people gamble is kind of peak. Gambling itself is, I find it, I mean, if you do it, I consider you to be a victim. And you should structure your life in such a way that you don't get sucked into gambling addiction, especially if you're prone to that sort of thing. And I think the companies who profit off of it are evil. The flip side of that is watching other people gamble is peak, because you're insulated from 100% of the consequences. And you still get to experience like 50% of the rewards. Like the EV on watching someone else gamble is crazy.
Okay, based. Hasan is untouchable though. It used to be that when things would blow up on LSF, that's when you knew you were getting banned. That's when you knew you were fucked. But not Hasan. What is happening over there? I would pay so much money just to see the internal like safety, community safety like discussions relating to moderating that content.
Told me to watch this video and recap this and go through it, because I think the 3 women that were featured here that Ethan Klein is suing are screwed. They are done. This is my opinion, but they are done. I think they are. It's finito. It's done. It's over. There's nothing. What more is there to do? It's like it's over. If I were them, if I were their attorney, I'd be like, hey, we need to make a deal. We need to do something to get out of this, because if this goes to court and we lose on fair use, we are done. We are done. We got intentionality here. We have using every.
Okay.
I'm a pervert.
Perverts.
Dude, there's something so funny about people being like, dog, have you seen the legal mindset video about you? Dude, if I were to cover every Rumble lawyer, fake lawyer that actually is like a fucking right-wing freak that spends most of their time talking about like trans people, I would lose my mind. I would have no time to cover anything else. I get it. A lot of you are drama perverts, okay? And you nut when you think about the prospect of drama. But I'm not going to pay any mind or any attention to some fucking psychotic MAGA lawyer, not a real lawyer, but a passport bro, who offers fucking courses on becoming a passport bro, who primarily fucking streams on Rumble.
Isn't he the guy who, Destiny, have you seen the way that people are covering the recent Unveiled drama? Kind of wild seeing the defense that's being run with by communities that accused you of doing the things that came out. Yeah, just remember, it's the resonance, the propaganda resonance model. All of it is very intentional, the way that it works. Remember, the goal is always to fixate on me and to try to like spin a certain narrative and then to deny everything else. And like, meanwhile, in the back end, they have like the power of Kiwi Farms, you know, working as hard as they can with them, which is basically a community that can post with impunity, whatever they want. So like 2 people that are like barely even supportive of me, they have like super omega doxed or tried to dox just to try to like push them away from being supportive of me. And then meanwhile, and it's funny too, because generally in a Kiwi Farms thread, like if anybody's being cringe, like they're going to post about it. They'll be like, oh my God, look at this cringe guy. Like if you were in a DSP or a Boogie, whatever, you know, KF thread, if anybody around them is being cringe, they're going to post about it. But in my thread, it's so funny because if you're one of my ops, they will run so much defense for you. It is fucking hilarious. They're like, look at Justical. He's defending himself against Destiny's slander and his horrible comments. So like all of them work on the front end of like this powered off the back end, and they don't want to get on the bad side of people. For some reason, whatever, most of the commentary people are too scared to even mention, they call it like the forbidden site. They won't even mention the name of the place. But Yeah, it's just the way they operate. So I think people like Queeman and everybody are like desperately trying to move the conversation away from Justical because it's not relevant. It doesn't matter what he's done. It's totally different. It's not even comparable. Like, remember Destiny people, remember the rapist guy, remember that guy. And I was like, okay.